In the mysterious depths of the oceans, you are born, surrounded by thousands of your siblings. Your egg sac bursts open, and you find yourself in the vast cold waters of the world. You're no longer protected by your mother's body, but now you must survive on your own. In the blink of an eye, you swim away as quickly as you can, your tiny body propelled by instinct. Above you, your siblings squirm and wriggle, desperate to take their place. The urge to escape is overwhelming, and you must act quickly, or they'll tear you apart. Your claws are already formed, sharp and small, but powerful. However, not every mantis shrimp hatches with the same set of weapons. Some of your kind are born with spiny arms designed for stabbing soft, defenseless prey like worms and small fish. But you are different. You possess a pair of strong, club-like arms, each one capable of delivering a strike so powerful it can smash through shells and armor. These are the arms that will help you survive. And they are your advantage in this cruel, unforgiving world. You swim deeper into the open water, moving away from the mass of wriggling bodies above you. The world around you is dark and strange, and it feels enormous. Your senses heighten, each movement making you more aware of the unknown creatures that could be lurking nearby. But there's no time for fear. You swim low toward the sand and press yourself against the bottom, making yourself as small and as still as possible. The water around you feels calm, almost eerily quiet. You hold your position, your claws tucked close to your body, waiting for any sign of danger. It doesn't take long for that sign to appear. A shadow crosses overhead, large and looming. A fish, slow and methodical, drifts above you. Its massive fins stir the water, creating faint ripples that swirl around you. You freeze, every instinct telling you to stay still. The fish, oblivious to your presence, continues its path, its eyes scanning the seafloor. For what feels like an eternity, you don't move. The fish shifts its angle, moving past you, and you remain motionless, your heart racing. After what seems like a long while, the fish finally fades into the distance, its form disappearing into the inky blackness of the ocean. You wait. You wait for the water to settle, for the current to calm down. And once everything is still again, you begin to move. You push yourself forward, using the low, calm current to guide you. As you move along the seafloor, you feel the first pangs of hunger. The tiny crustaceans and other creatures around you have begun to drift out of view, and you know it's time to find food. You are only 2 weeks old, and while your claws have been formed, you are still new to the world of hunting. The instinct to feed drives you forward. The ocean is vast and full of dangers, but you find a patch of broken sand and rock that seems safe. It's low enough to stay hidden, but open enough to give you a clear view of anything moving. You settle down, pressing your body against the sand, staying as still as possible. Time stretches on, but you remain vigilant. The quiet of the ocean surrounds you, and you stay patient, waiting for the right opportunity. Soon enough, a small crab drifts into view. It moves slowly across the seafloor, its legs stirring up fine grains of sand behind it. You take a deep breath, the hunger inside you growing, and you begin to move. Your body remains low, your claws tucked at your sides. You creep forward, careful not to make a sound, every muscle tensed in anticipation. The moment you've been waiting for arrives. You strike. Your arms extend rapidly, and the club-like appendages slam down toward the crab. But the first strike misses. The sand erupts with a burst of grit as your claws sink into the ground, and the crab darts away in a panic, scrambling across the bottom. You don't chase it immediately. You wait for the right moment, closing the distance slowly, but deliberately. The crab is frantic now, its legs moving in a blur as it tries to escape. But you're faster. You line up another strike, taking a deep breath, and swing your arms forward once more. This time, your claws find their mark. The edge of your club hits the crab's shell with a satisfying thud. The crab folds in on itself, its legs curling tightly around its cracked armor. You're not done yet. You swing again, your claws crashing into the fragile shell. The armor shatters, pieces flying in all directions. You seize the soft body inside, tearing it apart, your hunger driving you forward. You don't lift yourself from the ground, staying close to the sand as you feast. Your claws move with precision, breaking through flesh and shell alike, and you devour your prey slowly, savoring every bite. You eat without pause, pulling the remains closer to the shallow dip where you first waited. The quiet of the ocean returns as you finish your meal, but you know that you must remain cautious. Your strikes have sent vibrations through the water, and larger predators will soon be drawn to the area. You know the importance of staying low, staying hidden. As you finish your meal, you remain motionless for a moment longer. The silence of the ocean stretches around you. Then, with a final glance, you slip into the water, ready to face the next challenge. You are small, but you are no longer helpless. You are learning to survive in a world that offers no second chances. Months have passed since your first hunt, and you are no longer the fragile, newly hatched mantis shrimp. You have grown in size, your movements more controlled, your senses sharper. The once innocent creature who swam aimlessly has transformed into a confident, determined predator. You glide across the sandy seafloor with purpose, and the ocean feels different now. It's no longer as vast and intimidating as it once was. You've learned to navigate its dangers and its rhythm, but you still have much to master. As you move along the open sand, notice that smaller creatures no longer dart away in panic at your presence. You are bigger now, and your speed has increased. You are a force to be reckoned with, yet there are still creatures too large or too fast for you to catch. You are still learning, adapting, and growing stronger every day. The seafloor around you shifts as you change direction, swimming toward a patch of broken ground. Just ahead, a large shadow moves above, blocking out the light. It's a fish, its massive form gliding effortlessly through the water. You freeze. The fish has spotted you, and its approach is slow but steady. Your instincts scream at you to flee, but you know better. You back away slowly, keeping your body low to the ground. You can't afford to rush. The fish is too fast. It follows you, staying on your tail. You try to break its line of sight, shifting sideways across the sandy floor. The fish mirrors your movements, keeping the same distance between you. You drop lower, pressing closer to the seafloor, but the fish adjusts with you, keeping its angle tight and steady. There's no escaping it. You swim harder, searching for any opportunity to break free. But the fish stays locked on. Your heart races as the fear of being caught builds, but you refuse to give in. Your mind races, calculating your next move. A fraction of a second is all you have. And then it happens. You spot a narrow gap ahead between two large rocks. It's small but just big enough for you to squeeze through. The fish is still following, its jaws wide open. You turn toward the gap, swimming low to the ground, every muscle tensed for the final push. As the fish lunges for the last strike, you dive into the gap, just inches ahead of its snapping jaws. The fish slams into the rocks behind you, sending a cloud of sand into the water. You hold your breath, staying perfectly still inside the gap. The fish thrashes on the other side, unable to reach you. You wait until the water calms, the vibrations from the fish's struggles fading away. After a long moment, you cautiously swim out of the gap and resume your journey. You know you're lucky this time, but you also know that survival in the ocean isn't about luck. It's about constant adaptation. You have learned this lesson over and over in the short time you've been alive. The ocean is full of danger, but it also offers opportunities for those strong enough to seize them. Now, 1 year old, it's time for you to build your first real shelter. You've spent enough time observing the world around you, and you understand the importance of having a safe place to retreat. The ocean is full of predators, and finding a secure spot to hide is essential. You find a flat stretch of sand that looks promising. Slowly, methodically, you begin to dig, pushing sand out behind you with each careful motion. It takes time, but eventually you carve a narrow tunnel just wide enough for your body to slip inside. The tunnel is only about 50 centimeters deep, but it's enough to protect you from most threats. The loose sand around the entrance helps to obscure the shape of the tunnel from above, giving you a level of protection. Once your burrow is complete, you leave it open for now and swim out into the open water. The ocean around you is calm. There are no signs of predators nearby. You circle back toward your burrow, feeling a sense of satisfaction at the work you've done. But as you approach, you see something that makes your stomach drop. Another mantis shrimp is near your entrance. It is a rival, one of your own kind, moving low to the ground, its body still and alert. It spots you immediately and charges forward, its clubs swinging with deadly precision. You barely have time to react. You move quickly, but the other shrimp is fast. It swings its clubs toward you with deadly accuracy. You try to block the strikes, but the other shrimp doesn't stop. It's relentless. You manage to counter, but the fight is more than just about winning. This is a matter of survival. The two of you dance around each other, blocking, swinging, dodging. The sand around you shifts with every blow. For a moment, you catch the other shrimp off guard, landing a glancing blow to its arm, knocking it sideways. But it's not enough. The rival shrimps counterattack and the fight intensifies. You know the burrow isn't worth dying for. With a final decisive movement, you turn and swim away, abandoning the tunnel. You don't look back. Survival matters more than any shelter, and you know you can always dig another one. The ocean is harsh and it doesn't care about your plans, but you've learned that life is about adaptation, about knowing when to fight and when to retreat. You are growing stronger with each passing day, learning the rhythms of the world around you, and becoming a more formidable predator with every challenge you face.